Welcome to, or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I don't know. I do know I have my own personal fan over here because it's so damn hot in my kitchen. I also know I've filmed so far 3 videos today, so I'm really on a roll today. I don't know what's happening. This particular video is a foundation test because I haven't done one of these for a while, and it's the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24hr, and it looks like this. Now this is one of my favourite foundations, and you'll see why when you watch this review. Here it comes. Hey, welcome back from the intro. Right, I've probably already told you, foundation review on this Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24hr. I've got it in shade 005 because I'm super pale, I'm super pale, yeah. I've used this quite a few times before, so I know that for me it applies best with this sort of type brush. This is my Avon one, but it's basically the same shape as the Real Techniques Expert Face Base or the Fenty Beauty brush that they use for their foundation. So as always, using my Pokemon Fair and Cares, I'm getting close to the bottom of this, as you can tell, because I've used it so much, but that's the consistency of this particular foundation. I like this one a lot. It is lightweight, and it actually coats really well on my skin. I have washed, moisturised my face and prepped it with my usual antiperspirant, which also acts as a primer. I'm now going to zoom you in so you can see the application of the foundation. Hey, as you can see, I have a little visitor as well. He was not invited. Basically all I do is just dip it into the foundation, dot it around, and then really lightly just twirl it into my skin. I actually prefer this Avon brush to the Real Techniques one because it's so much softer. And don't get me wrong, the Real Techniques one is lovely, but my word, this is super soft. I don't think you can get this anymore, unfortunately, because Avon have now started to do the paddle style brushes, the toothbrush style ones, like the Artiste brushes. But you can see instantly the difference that's made. So I'm going to repeat over this side. Might stick a bit on my eyelid as well, because I picked up a bit much that time. Now, you know, I don't normally go for the super full coverage because my skin, partly because super full coverage doesn't look too great when your skin gets older, it tends to settle into fine lines and stuff. But this one gives a nice sort of high medium with just the one coat, but it does build up. You can build it to a full coverage if you want it. I like it as it is with just the one coat. And then dollop it across my forehead. And I mean, you can see how easily this is applying to the skin as well. And it doesn't feel like it's sitting on the skin. Once you've actually applied it, you can't feel it on your face at all. It feels like you're not really wearing any foundation, to be quite honest. It almost feels like applying a lotion as opposed to a foundation, which is great if you don't like heavy feeling foundations. Right, I think in terms of concealer today, I'm going to go in with my Catrice Liquid Camouflage in shade 010 Porcelain. Let's get another one of these soon. If you're wondering where I picked this up, because obviously it's not a UK drugstore brand, I get mine from Amazon. And you can pick it up for a reasonable price there. And now I'm going in with my Essential Foundation brush from Real Techniques. I don't like these for applying foundation, but I do like them for blending out concealers. This Catrice concealer does do well with having a little bit of a dry down first. Just increases the coverage, just that little bit. Although if you blend it out straight away, as I have done in the past, you know, it still covers absolutely fine. I just find it needs less finessing if you let it dry down a little bit first. As always, I don't use a separate eyelid primer, I just carry my antiperspirant primer across the lid, then my foundation, then concealer, and then I set it. And even though I've got super oily lids, for me I find that holds my shadows fine. I've tried eyelid primers. I had some samples of the Urban Decay ones, which, you know, everyone raves about the primer potions from Urban Decay, and they are good, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really see any noticeable difference when using that. I think if you've got drier eyelids, an eyeshadow primer might be a better idea, because this may be too drying for you. But if you've got oily lids like me, or normal lids, then, you know, this is absolutely fine. I'm just going to use any excess on my little visitor here, who was not invited, and I wish for him to leave immediately, or start paying rent, one of the two. There we go. Right, time check. It is 12:30, so that's the check-in time for this. I'm going to go off camera now, I'm going to powder, I'm going to, as always, clean these off with a face wipe so that it extends the use of them, but you don't need to see me clean these brushes off, you've seen me do that in other videos. And I will come back with a full face of makeup on, and we can see how this wears throughout the day. See you in just a mo. Hey, and I'm back. As you can see, a lot more colourful. I used the iHeart Makeup, or they're iHeart Revolution now, they were iHeart Makeup when I bought this, the Chocolate Rose Gold palette. I used the matching Rose Gold Glow highlighter, and I went in with Jeffree Star's Birkin Suede on my lips. It is now 1:30, so this has only been on for an hour, so obviously it still looks blooming awesome. So, I will, as usual, do my 2 check-ins throughout the day so that you can see how this wears on my oily combo skin. So I've got a few hours to wait now. Yes, I have had to put the fan on because it's so damn hot in this kitchen. You are going to see the first check-in right now. Hey, welcome back to the first check-in. I got so hot I had to put my hair up in a ponytail. It's 5:30. This has been on for 5 hours now, so let's zoom in and see how it's doing. Sorry if you can hear that. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be settling in the fine lines at all at the moment. All my deep crease line there. I did have a big splotch of coty powder that had settled both sides, but I just did that and it dusted straight off. It's just because it's so finely milled, it had like puffed up and puffed back down again kind of thing. But I mean, you can see it still looks really nice and hydrated under my eyes there. Hasn't gone scaly at all. Doesn't seem to be much, if any, splitting on the nose. Not settling in the smile lines there. Still looks nice and hydrated on the drier areas of my face, and it's still on my chin. And yeah, despite the fact I've been doing this a lot because of hay fever, I've still got foundation on my nose. Yay! You can see why I said at the start of this is one of my favourite foundations. So this is the 5 hour mark, and it has been super hot. You can tell that from the fact that I've had to put my hair up in a ponytail. Because you know, normally I come and see you with my hair down for these check-ins, but it's just, oh, ridiculously hot day. My hair is apparently, even my hair doesn't know what it wants to do right now. So there we go, that's check-in number 1. I have not done anything to my face all day. I've not blotted, I've not powdered. All I've done is top my lipstick up after I had a sandwich for lunch. So I will now wait a few more hours and I will do my final check-in. You're going to see that right now. Hey, welcome back to the final check-in. Okay, it is 10:30. So this has been on for 10 hours. Let's have a zoom in, see how it's fared. There we go. Right, as you can see, it hasn't split on those lighter creases, nor has it split on the deep crease there. I've lost a bit of foundation here and here from the nose pads. I had sunglasses on when I was driving earlier, but the under eyes are still quite soft. This is where my eye was running in the car where the sun was in it, so can't really go by that eye, but this eye, as you can see, is absolutely fine. Looks like it's just starting to split a bit there. I've lost a little bit of coverage just there. Still on the end of my nose though. Lost a bit on my top lip, but then we had hot dogs, so that could have taken that off. Still on my chin. All my cheek products are still in place. As you can see, highlight is still highlightery. Right, let's zoom you back out again for my final thoughts. So, what do I think of this Lancome? I love it. This is by far the best foundation on my skin. It's been quite a hot day. I was sweating quite a bit earlier. I did 3 different films, had to put the fan on because I was getting so hot. Went out, picked the hubby up from work, went and got a bit of shopping, again got a bit hot wandering around Tesco. And I mean, you can see, apart from just that little bit there where my eye was streaming in the car from a combination of hay fever and sun being very low in the sky, you know, the foundation looks brilliant. If you've got oily combo skin and you need a foundation that when you put it on and you powder it down, it's going to stay there and look good for the whole day and going through into the evening, this is the one you need. If you're getting married and you want to know which foundation is going to look good from the first photo through to the last one, this is the foundation you need. It is by far my number 1 foundation. I like the Beauty Bakery cake mix, but when I get very, very hot, that does break down around the nose here. That one so far on me hasn't, and it is about the only one so far that doesn't. So there we go. That definitely gets a 2 thumbs up seal of approval, and if I had another set of thumbs, I would put those up as well. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have, hit that like button, comment, share. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have subscribed, click that bell. Check the bell is still clicked because YouTube do keep unchecking it. And all that's left to say is stay fabulous. See you again soon.